is Mark Levine, and I'm sitting here with my friend Daniel Sheps to talk to you today yet again another episode here at Nationwide Media Group. This time we're going to talk to you about SBA loans. So Daniel, tell us what's going on. Where did the SBA come from? How was it originated? How can people benefit? There's so many questions. Where do we start?
Well, SBA loans are basically the Small Business Administration, pretty much the main player in town when it comes to giving loans to small businesses, to medium-sized businesses.
Like most people, right, we would assume they became very popular during the COVID times.
So during COVID, there was a lot of different loan products that were available. PPP loans, paycheck protection, there was phase 1, phase 2. There was the EIDLs to help the disaster relief. You know, they came out to try to help pump life back into the market. We got involved to help as many small business owners as possible, and luckily we were able to do that. They're giving me an award in Vegas probably at the end of this month in June for helping a lot of small business owners as well.
What about all the trillions of dollars that the government has printed? Like, is that something that brings a concern to you?
Not necessarily. I mean, you know, the United States dollar is the leading, reserve currency of the world, and it's backed by a lot of the, lending that's been done here and globally. Especially what our central bank lends to other central banks in other countries that are developing and things of that nature. So there's a lot of foundational elements to our currency. So I don't see a big issue there. We're one of the richest nations on the earth, and we printed money to help our people because our small business produces a lot of efficiency. It's over 50% of the production of this country.
I see that one of the concerns that exists in regards to the SBA loans, PPP loans, and the products that came accessible after COVID times is the fact that we are now, as a nation, facing inflation. So looks like goods and services are becoming more expensive. We've already began to experience it ourselves in our time. But what is your view on inflation? You know, what can you predict that's going to happen in the next 6 months, in the next year?
Well, I mean, obviously inflation is playing a big role. You know, goods and services are more expensive. Supply chains have been a little bit more bottlenecked and disrupted, so it's going to raise the prices there. Real estate is going to increase in pricing due to the demand and the lack of supply of inventory and of qualified people to help get the loans done, where we come in to try to help everybody with an automated process to make that process less bottlenecked. However, it's going to balance out because at the end of the day, we are the reserve currency of the world, and we are going to be, leading the world in terms of how to manage economic faculties when it comes to finance.
Do you not fear that that maybe the government has just sort of gone too far, and that all these loans, and that many people have taken advantage of these loans to a point where are they even going to be able to pay it all back, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, you have a good point. You know, there's a lot of money that was printed, there's a lot of money that was distributed but the thing is that a lot of that money went to small business owners to hire people, and they were given incentives to hire people. And so the way that they structured the money that they were given was in a way that was going to take our economy to a more creative level, to a more efficient level. So even though there's a vast majority of money that's just kind of put out there, and there are going to be always bad apples that do bad things, but there's going to be that majority of people that are the good apples. And those good apples, that 20% good apples, is what's going to carry the nation forward. And so that's what you haven't seen yet, but that's what you're going to see over time. You'll see those good people, those superstars that are going to run with it and have the opportunity to grow, whereas they wouldn't have had the opportunity pre-COVID. And I think you'll see a lot of that take effect, over time. And that's something that people don't really calculate into their equation of what's going to happen with the market. But I think that we'll see a lot of superstars rise from this situation that happened.
Sounds great. Well, if you guys want to know more about our company and what Nationwide provides, please make sure to visit the website.
You know, like Mark said, you can apply with us here for the SBA loans. We can help you throughout the process to get, the loans that you qualify for your business, or if you're a brand new business starting up, or you're an existing business that needs to get money. We're here to help you throughout the process. We have a link below. You can apply. We'll help you as much as possible automated, but we also have a live expert staff to help you with the process.